Hey, this Bible is an amazing book. And if you start at the very beginning, I've got 3 minutes. I'm going to go quick. If you start at the very beginning, Genesis 1:1, the Bible says, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth." Now think about this for just a moment. The God of the Bible declares himself in the very first verse to be a God of the whole world and all of the heavens. It's all His. He's not only the owner, He is the God of it all. Now, this is why this gets mind-boggling, because as we come here to places like Africa, we begin to work with people. There are people here who often will say to me and other missionaries, "The God of the Bible is a white man's God." No. He's the God of the world. He created the heavens and the earth, everybody that's on the earth. He's not just a tribal God, as many people worship, following different gods that are different. Even here in Africa, there are numbers of different gods that people follow in their tribal relationships. And they think that their little gods along the way are important gods that they need to follow. Not unlike in the days of the Judges, when the children of Israel found among the different people groups that were around them, they had their own tribal gods that controlled their lands. But the God of the Bible is a God of all people, all languages, all nations, all people groups, all tribes. That's the God of the Bible. Now, what does that mean to you and me? Well, first of all, He's our God. He's the one that we are going to answer to, and we need to be ready to meet. Second, if you've been born again, and I'm assuming most of you have that are watching me there on this channel, the second truth is that we need to get the gospel to all people. I know right now people are suffering in America. There's no doubt about that. There are also people suffering right here in Africa. There are people suffering in Asia. There are people suffering in Europe. But the answer is not just alleviate suffering. The answer is point them to Jesus Christ. And if there's ever been a time in our day and age when we need to become a people of prayer and praying specifically for the gospel around the world, it is now. I ask you to pray for me, pray for other missionaries around the world as we're trying to get the gospel out. But don't forget, you also have an opportunity. How am I reaching people? Well, right now, from my house, as you can see, on video like this, I'm using Facebook and WhatsApp. You have the same tools available to you. Why don't you get busy and reach out? Try to find some folks, maybe in another country, especially if you know another language, that you can give the gospel to. He's the God of the whole world. God bless you. Praying for you all.